Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Learn Factorio together. I'm Onerous and we started our mall last episode and it's coming along nicely, but we have a little bit of a problem. Our power is well and truly down. So let's go see what the problem with there is. We might need to place some of these boilers that we've had in our store for a while. If we can find out what the problem is, but once we sort out the power, we'll want to then continue on creating our mall and getting all the parts together that we will need for expanding in the future. And it looks like our solid fuel is not running. What have we got here? Looks like we are maxed out on petroleum. So we're not using petroleum, so we're not producing the light or heavy fuel required to fuel this. Alright, let's I guess we can go back to coal if required. Let's put an input priority of left. So we'll use solid fuel if we can. But if not, at least we will be able to power everything here. So let's see if that fixes our problem or if we actually need to create more power. And they're going, and that's going. And okay, everything is now running and we just have enough power. Okay. I am going to consider that a win. We won't pop down the other burners because our solar power is going to be our next endeavour. We have got a whole heap of panels and accumulators ready to go, and not sure how many we've got in the system yet, but we will be placing them down en masse with our robots. Which reminds me, we need to create robots as well. Anyway, so we've got, we have for some reason a heap of accumulators but not many solar panels because the solar panels are struggling for green circuits. Alright, problem for later, that's okay. Accumulators just keep going there, struggling on batteries. We don't need you, thank you, and you're obviously doing nothing. Those guys out, alright. But let's go back to our mall, and looks like we don't have any lights, which is not the greatest. Let's pop some lights around here. Something of a bit of a ladder. Okay, that's a space that I want to fill with something. Alright, things that I want to add to this mall. Let's have a look. We have, we don't have chests. Alright, that's a good one. We're going to need a few, probably a few of these in the mall. I wouldn't be too worried about storage chests, but we will need steel chests and red chests. Alright, so that's what we'll put here. That does a red chest need just steel? Yep, alright. So you can go that away, like that, without any fear at all. Let us copy these to save our red circuit. We will want to pump you across. Alright, so let's say we don't want a huge amount of steel chests. Let's just go 50. And 50 red passive provider chests. Alright. Can't build any of the other chests yet, so we'll worry about that when we get there. Okay, you need steel. How are we going to bring steel in here? You only need steel, and you only need circuits. Alright. So, that's handy. We'll just do that. And you can make those. Of course, we need to power it. And there we go. Alright, and then you are going to be making the passive providers. And we need to get in some of these. Oh, that is not going to work, is it? Can we bring it up here? Yes, we can. Excellent. Alright. That is a little bit lucky, but we'll take it. Some inserters. Let's actually turn off the yellow inserters. We're just going to go all blue these days. Speaking of which, do we have some blue inserters? Wonderful. Ah, the mall already getting useful. Of course, we want to move over to logistics bots pretty soon. But that reminds me, what we need in here is roboports. Alright, so let's see, what do we need for roboports? Red circuits, steel, and gears. Okay, so well, it looks like we were doing these guys first. Green circuits, interesting. We hadn't quite set these up, but I'm just going to swap that around and have you doing that way. And then we can bring our green circuits over to here. So you don't need circuits, you do need circuits. Let's get circuits over to you, but you also need steel and some of these. That's why I had that in the middle. That's not insurmountable. I can see why we didn't quite get around to it in the last episode. Alright, change you back over to train stops, and we'll want to bring, looks like, steel. What did I do there? Alright. Steel in like so. Yes. Now you're getting what you need. Alright. Where is a circuit connected up? Okay. Let's pop some circuits on there. There we go. Alrighty, let's see. What is this one doing? This is power poles. Let's change the circuit condition on that to medium poles, and I'm going to say 100 of those. Let's change this one to 50 of those. That's good. Why is there that? Because we didn't have. well, we have a ton of them. That's great. All right, but you're not producing any. What are you missing? You're going the wrong way. That's why. Okay. Wonderful. Now we're getting somewhere. Let's power up these guys. So you need that, and looks like you're going to need that. You need some of that. You need some of that. You also need some of those, and so do you. Alright, so that's everything for these. Now we want about, yep, 50 of those. We don't need many train stops. Let's knock that back down to 10. And chain signals. Actually, I might, yeah, I'll leave that at 50, but we'll make the rail signals 100 because even on a big straight section, it's nice to pop down a few rail signals along the way just to break it up to avoid any sort of traffic issues. Now this is getting quite high. I wonder if we go too much further than this. Yeah. We'll maybe do one more row. And for that, let's do roboports is what we really want in here, isn't it? Red circuits, steel, And look at that, red circuits, steel and iron gears. Alright, looks like we are going to pop you right there. Let's copy you like so. You are going to be making wonderful roboports. You are going to need a ton of those, some of those, and we'll bring over some of those. Alright. Let's pop another one there, and then we can get our gears across here. Oops. And like so. Alright. Yes. Now power that up. And what can we put next to it? Well, we don't need all of these to be roboports, do we? Let's copy and paste. But we definitely want a few roboports floating around. I'm not sure they're here. There we go. 50 is probably too much. Let's go 20. No, let's. Yeah, I'm just gonna go 20. They're a big drain on red circuits. That's right. We've got plenty of red circuits for now. But this will be really good because now we can start roboporting up. What else do I want? Do I have lights? I don't think we have lights on here, so let's make this one lights. Oh, we need copper cable. We can make some copper cable here. Does anything else need copper cable? These guys do. I'm probably not going to make those, to be honest, in there. Steel furnaces we'll want to add definitely to the logistics network, but because we have stone brick, we're probably not going to put it in here. We'll do it somewhere else. Assembly machines. Oh yes, we definitely need a row of assembly machines. Oil refinery, again, stone brick. We'll do that somewhere else. Chem plants, yes please. And is there anything we want from this section? We're doing laser turrets. Ooh, radars, okay. So let's put radars up here. And we'll change you to radars. And radars need green circuits. And green circuits are, well, that's a little bit of annoyance. It kind of makes us not quite as neat. And what can we pop in that last one? None of these we really want in the bus. In here, in the mall. Definitely want... Am I building tanks? Am I building storage tanks anyway here? I don't think I am. Okay, storage tanks is that last one. You can be storage tanks, and that is just steel and... Oh, there we go. Okay. And we don't need a stack of those. Let's make 20. And radars, we certainly don't need a stack of those. Let us make 20 radars. Radar 20. Alright. And 20 tanks and 20 roboports. Alright, cool. Mind grabbing some roboports if you got them, thank you. So I'm pretty happy with that little mall setup. Now, what I really want to do, I guess, is oh, we do have robot construction. Excellent. So these guys are pretty much ready for us to start dropping roboports down, aren't they? What have we got on the network? We have basically just filled these. Yep. Okay. Let us get to work extending coverage. Somewhere along here. That'll actually be pretty nice, because then once we obviously power that, will give us coverage over yonder. And power it up. Alright, so that will give us full coverage of, there we go, and just a little bit higher away from the bus. That is full coverage of our mall, and we can start doing some logistics. So, logistics, we have no research, so let's get some more logistics. Let's get trash slots, and then 2 lots of logistics slots, and then the second trash slot, and we need yellow for the other ones. Alright, so that'll be some good research for now. So what we can do now is say, I want to always have, let's go with 500 red belts, please. And now we can see we'll have our little logistics robots wandering over to our logistics chests, these passive provider chests, and they will grab what they can out of here and pass it over to me. You see that filling up in my inventory. And until I have 500, they will just keep trying to bring them to me, which gets really, really handy. So I actually don't want to be doing that just yet, though. So I'll turn off that logistics request because I want to be using these red belts for upgrading the bus and all our belts. So it seems to be going really slowly. Why is that? It's not getting enough gears. We're definitely making gears as fast as we can. Maybe not quite as fast as we can. Could be doing it faster. We've got four producing at half a second. So that is 8 a second. So that should be enough to fill half a bus. We're not quite filling it, are we? Because of course, remember the numbers, base numbers, and the crafting speed of these is not quite that. So, all right, that's okay. So the other thing we've now unlocked is trash slots. Let me just make a few of these guys. Now, trash slots are sort of a sorry, that's what I'm thinking. Get rid of that. All right, trash slots are if you don't want something in your inventory, they will automatically put them into a storage box. Now, we'll just dump these storage boxes here because I kind of want to leave this sort of area a bit free. I like putting a few roboports near the storage boxes and sort of keep that near the mall, for the reason that each roboport has only a certain amount of charging spots. And just looking over on the right, what does it say? It doesn't actually say, but they've only got 4. So they can only charge 4 robots at once. So if you have a huge swarm coming in, even though charging doesn't take very long, if you've only got 1 port, they just sort of swarm around that 1 roboport and don't do anything, just sitting there. So now that we've got auto trash slots, we'll show you how that works. All you need to do is you can just hold down Shift and click and it'll automatically send it to the trash slot, or you can manually move it over. And as you can see, the bots have picked it up and they've put it in these chests, which is wonderful. But of course, I actually don't want to get rid of those things. So trash is an interesting thing. It's generally better if you're trying to get rid of something that can be used somewhere to do that. The trash slots I find are more if you're in a bit of a hurry and you're sort of in the middle of doing something else, then having the trash slot just to automatically clean up your inventory is not too bad. Now we've got this guy sorted. few more lights. Alright, what are you doing? Let's clean up some of these. Okay. I am going to convert... Alright, so actually, while we're on there, let's grab a stack of these. Alright, say 50, and on the way is 1. You can see when I hover over it, on the way is 0. Sorry, so probably because we'll find I'm not actually in a Roboport logistics area. Let's get Roboports, pop them on our taskbar. When you hold it on, see? Yes. So you've got to be in an orange area to actually be able to be supplied with goods. So there's one there. Let's power that up. We definitely want the bus to be covered too. Just because it's really annoying if you're running along the bus and not getting Roboports logistics requests answered. Can we sneak one in here? No. Alright, that would have been a really good spot. Let's get rid of you guys and sneak you in there, and then replace the power pole over there. Over there. How's that? Perfect. Alright. And let's replace the light. Wonderful. So, now that we've got that Roboport as a ghost, and we don't have any on us, as you can see there is a little construction bot over here, and he is heading over to pick it up. So he's flown over to the storage, he's grabbed it from the storage and popping it down, which is pretty cool. Alright, let's get some more of these slots while we're going, and let's watch this little guy go. Wonderful. Alright, so that is the magic of construction robots and Roboports. Oh, that is not ideal. Alright, looks like we can get another one in here. And same kind of deal. You can go there, you can go there. But annoyingly, we are... Even with that, we've got a little gap here. So I will pop another one right here. Get rid of that. Excellent. Alright. Looks like everything is powered. Cool. So now that we have a massive strain on our Roboport construction, we'll have to wait until they are built. So, alright, as we can see, we are getting fed with our 50 chests. Thank you. I might set up just some common things here. Let's make sure I've always got 100 of these. Let's make sure I've always got 50 of those. And definitely want to always have 50 of those. And let's say 50 of those. I want to have 100 pipes at all times. 100 undergrounds, 50 flat pipes, 50 lights. Alright, so I think we are good for trash slots now. Next lot of slots is on yellow science, which we're not up to yet, but we will soon be there. We've got to sort out our solar power first. So what can we get in the meantime? Let's get some more of that and carry on for that. Alright. Wonderful. Get another couple of lights up here, maybe. And over there. And let's finish off at the top there. That's beautiful. Alright, so I'm pretty happy with our little mall setup. It's kind of, as we think of more things that we want to always have, we'll do that. But let's clean up some of these things. I don't need that many of these. I really don't want that many of these. That is actually something that we can trash. We're definitely going to auto trash these power poles. I don't want any of those. So here you can set a limit. I want to have a maximum of say 10, and then the logistics bots will come and get rid of all of 10. But if you set it down to 0, then they will just automatically come and get rid of them all. So things like, yeah, small electric poles, which you'll recover a lot of them as you're changing over old things, and by having them auto trash, they just don't clog up your inventory. Let's pop those in storage now as well. We definitely don't want the burner miners anymore. We are moving away from assembler 1, so we don't want them anymore. In fact, we want to auto trash the those, because as we replace them, we'll be picking up a heap, and we don't want them clogging up the inventory. So that means we also want to be requesting to always have 50 blues. Not sure why we've got 10 science there. Wood is an auto trash. Never want to have any wood. We probably don't need to be carrying coal at this point. Iron. No. So iron and coal are actually. It's just going to auto trash the coal again. Iron, though, we can drop in our machines. We shouldn't just auto trash that, because until we get requester chests, they're not actually going to pull anything out of here, because you're not building iron with construction stuff. So let's just grab this iron and pop it in here. That'll help us greatly. Same goes for any other raw materials. You don't really want to auto trash it if it's going to be used somewhere else. Like, I'm not sure why we're carrying around 27 robot frames. They will definitely go to use over yonder. As you can see, these guys aren't doing anything, and that's because we've got this limit imposed on us because they've actually filled up with bots here. So there's two things we can do. One, we can sort of grab all these bots out of here and move them over to another roboport, basically parking them until they're needed. But basically, as we start building things, these bots will get used and they'll move around the network, and then more will come and replace them. So now we just want to make sure we don't get rid of all our bots, of course, because we want to have some for our personal roboports. So let's keep 50, even though we're going to use 20. But I think that is a pretty good end. We've finished our mall up. No, we haven't. You know, that just reminded me, before we go, we need to be making these. We need to be making these really badly. So let's go one more row. You can do it. I'm a little annoyed because we probably should have made these much higher. Lower down the food chain. And look at that, we are actually out of them. So let me. This is sad. We'll have to run over and grab them from the other end and hope that we've still got. Actually, no, we don't have to run. We do not have to run all the way over there because we have some in here of regulars that we can use. As long as we run away. What am I missing? Okay, let's just ditch this from auto trash, bring it back, make these again. All right, and now you can auto trash away. Auto trash down to 0. Thank you. All right, beautiful. And now we can place these. Okay, so this is going to be assembly 1s, this is going to be assembly 2s, and we'll leave that for assembly 3s, which I think, from memory, take assembly 2s to make. This one here, no, it's not logistics, it is automation. This one here requires, yes, assembly machines 2s. So, what do we need for this guy? Green circuits and these. Beautiful. Let's get you here and you here. You there. Let's do the old copy, saving our red circuit. And you know what? I actually don't want, honestly, I don't want any assembly ones. I want them all to go in here. And they need steel. We can grab gears from down here. And steel will be up here. Oops. There we go. Alright. We'll get our steel there. That's probably going to be needed across there as well, so I'll just do that for now. And green circuits as well. And I want to have 50 of those available at all times. If you're less than 50, go. Alright, and we'll leave that one blank for now. So let's get another light up here and then power it all, and away we go. And we are in action. Yes, beautiful. Thank you, logistic bot. Alright, so they're going to toll away, and the thing about them all is you don't need to be making 10 of these a second or 100 of these a second. Making these at a rate of, what are we doing here? Well, we are doing theoretically half a second, but these are obviously taking a bit longer to load in. The thing with them all is it's just a slow burn. You go away from it, do something else for half hour or something, and then you come back and everything is just refilled, and it comes back into your inventory with your logistics calls. That is wrong, isn't it? We want... There we go. Alright. So, with all that in mind, let us end the episode there, and I think next episode we're going to use the upgrade planner just a little bit and get this base up, certainly from the assembly machine 1s, and get everything on assembly machine 2s. We'll think about getting a bit of red belt, and definitely want to come down here and capture this because our existing iron and copper are just like fully mined out. We've like maxed out the miners on these. Some of these aren't even going anymore. We can we're actually not in the construction zone for that, which is a little annoying. But yes, we'll want to get additional supplies of those, and 40 mil, 30 mil access down here is definitely the place to go. We've got some more crude. We've got some more crude over here. Yes, this is the way we want to be expanding, so that's the next episode, I think. We will be looking at getting all that going, and to do that we'll need our solar power. So maybe that's what we will do next time. We'll decide and see how we go. And if you've got any ideas, any preferences, drop them in the comments below, and we'll see how we go. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.